Hey guys, it's Andréane. Welcome to my channel and thanks for joining me today. Today I will talk about my most recent makes. So if you're curious, stay tuned. First off, I have to say that October and November were difficult sewing months for me, as I did a few garments that I wasn't excited and I almost felt like I was losing my sojo. My sewing inspiration list started to feel like a to-do list, and I was starting to get anxious about getting it all done before the end of the month and just like checking all those items I wanted to sew. So in December I decided I would do only garments that really got me excited, and I started to sew for my family, and big surprise, I really enjoyed it. I took my time with the garments I made. I did great flat fell seams and all the fun like finishing stuff that maybe sometimes I just search the M's and I don't really bother, but in December I really made the most of it. I am not taking many resolutions in January, but one of my resolution regarding sewing is to slow down. I want to get away from my fear of missing out. I don't even get any satisfaction from projects that I'm not really inspired to do and that I feel like I have to do because I don't want to miss out on a new pattern or something. So I don't want to feel like I have to do anything sewing related, because I don't need clothes. Like, I have enough clothes and I don't have to prove anything, and it's not my job. So it really has to stay fun and, you know, very inspired. But now I'm curious, do you have any sewing resolution? But enough blabbing, let's get to my makes. So in December, the first garment I made is the Edie dress. It's a dress that I've been wanting to sew for a while because it looked so comfortable, and I found this great ponte knit at Globetex and I love it. The dress is amazing. I didn't do any adjustments and it fits so well. It's super snug and it's what I wore on Christmas Day with a necklace, and I felt like so good about myself. Anyway, I'm really happy about this dress. The second make I did is the Northpoint trousers by Itch to Stitch. I did a size 8 for the hips, then I graded down to a size 6 at the waist. This pattern is a bit complex because it has those pockets, you know, like welt pockets, but they're well kind of like, yeah, I don't know how to explain this, but they're quite intense to do. And yeah, I did those little hook and eye like this. They have great pockets. I did have a hard time to adjust the crotch. I did a round pubis adjustment and I did shorten the crotch. It's not perfect, but it's definitely my best pair of pants so far. The fabric is from Blackbird, and if you want to kind of like do like I did and grade up or grade down, the instructions are really clear because the pockets are sewed with the crotch, so you kind of have to change many pieces if you want to do these adjustments. I think I need to get my sewing skills a bit more advanced before I do pants again, because there's a few things that I don't think I'm doing right. Anyway, so great make, and it's wearable. It's just that, yeah, I put it in a lot of work and those pockets are not perfect, but it was my first time kind of like doing this type of welt pockets. So I'm happy, but I don't think I'll do this pattern again very soon. Then I did the Fairfield shirt for my boyfriend, and I absolutely loved doing this pattern because all the seam allowance is adjust when you go through the pattern, so you can do flat felt seams or just a regular seam. It adjusts, so you really need to be careful and read the pattern, and that was kind of a challenge for me because let's say when I did the Edie dress, I didn't really read the instruction like every step of the way. I read the pattern once or twice and then the pattern instruction, and then I just started to sew. And if I was having kind of like a question or something, I would go back to the sewing instruction, but other than that I don't really go back. But for this pattern you really have to stay and follow the steps, and that was very interesting for me. I really did pattern match the pockets with the little lines and the wrist to the cuff fits with the main fabric, so I'm really happy about it and it fits very well. We did a few adjustments. We did made the sleeve a little bit smaller, and we did this area right under his arm a bit bigger, and I think it's about it. What I would do though next time is that I would make the neck a little bit bigger, because he wouldn't be able to, you know, button the first button. Well, he is able, but he cannot really breathe, so that's not good. So I'd really like to do this pattern again. And what else? I think it's all. Maybe I would add an inch here for ease because he is a little bit stiff, or I would just lower the first button. Anyway, and I used a shirting from Globetex that is like 90% cotton and 10% poly, and it really looks good. It's the kind of fabric that you don't really need to iron that much, so I'm very happy because I really don't like ironing shirts. Then I did the Eastwood pajamas from Thread Theory, and it's a pajama bottom for my father. He really likes it. I did it in a flannel that I bought at Fabricland. Really happy with it. It fits well. I didn't do any adjustments. Yeah, just it was a great little pattern. And since the 23rd I'm on holidays, so I've been sewing a lot. I did this gorgeous shirt dress. It's the pattern McCall's M7472, and it has raglan sleeves, and it's so gorgeous. I had to do lots of grading because I got this pattern at a meetup, and it was only, the size was like from 14 and up, and I'm more like in 8 or 10, so I had to like grade it in. But I did a muslin, and I did a muslin back in like October, I think, or no, earlier than that, this summer, and I didn't have the fabric, so I waited, and now I found this gorgeous flannel at Fabricland, and I did it. I'm so proud of it. It's so comfortable. I used red buttons, and the pocket, like the lines are all lined up, and it has a cute little slit also on the side, and it has a belt. I did view E, if I remember correctly, but anyway, I wore it so much since I made it. It's like so comfortable. So I did pattern match the side seam, the button bracket, and the pocket. I didn't do the cuff and the collar and the collar stand. Like, I didn't pattern match these because it was too complex. Like, I'm not up to this level of like pattern matching. It was too tough, but I'm very pleased I did it for now. And it felt like when they printed the pattern, or I don't know, when they made this pattern, the pattern will shift a little, so it was super tough to match the lines because the pattern was crooked on the fabric, and my pieces had to be cut on the grain line, right? So it was kind of like tricky to make it happen, but I made it. It took me like 3 hours, I think, to cut only those pieces because I really wanted the pattern to match on the side seam and bottom placket. So yeah, that was a bit challenging. I'm so happy I did take the time to make it happen because now I'm so proud. And finally, I did this Yoko top. It's a pattern that's free from Jalie, and I did lengthen it 13 centimeters. I wanted it to be kind of like a tunic or a dress if you'd like, and I wear it with leggings, and again, it's so comfortable. It's like my go-to kind of like, and the knit is a gorgeous rayon from Globetex. I didn't pattern match the flowers. I really wanted to, but the repeat on the pattern was kind of like big, so I really needed more fabric, and I bought 1.5 meters, and I did it in 1.5 meters. You know, I didn't really have room to kind of like adjust to the pattern, to the print. Also, since I kind of like lengthened the pattern pieces to make a dress, I really was short on fabric, so I just decided like, well, whatever, I won't pattern match the flowers at the seams. And I feel like flowers is a bit less important than lines or plaids, or you know, something that's really linear. Like those flowers, I don't think you can really notice. It's just there's lots of flowers going on and it's good. This pattern comes together so easily. It's like there's basically 3 pieces, front, back, and oh no, there's the front, there's the back, there's sleeves, and there's this little neck. If you don't know Jalie, I feel like it's a good starting point since it's a free pattern, so you can try them out, and I think you'll fall in love because Jalie is such a great sewing pattern company. It's been around forever. Their patterns fit well and are easy to sew, to my opinion. So this is it for today, but I really wanted to thank you guys for the support on this channel. I did my first video in January 2018, so it's been a year, and I feel so grateful for all the love, the comments, the kind words, and the advices that you guys left on my videos. It means the world to me. So thanks again for watching. I wish you a happy new year, happy sewing, and I will see you guys in the next sewing video. Bye!